Welcome to Season 2, Episode 11 of A Week in the Life of a UK Reseller. This week we've got a couple of important releases scheduled. We've got the Thunder 4 that we're going to be going for in the men's and GS, and maybe pick up a couple preschools as well. And then we've got Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse coming out in men's, GS and preschool. I think I'm going to target men's and preschool predominantly, but all sizes seem somewhat profitable at the moment. I'll have to wait until closer to the release to see if I'm going to go for it. At the moment around $250 per pair, but as with all the releases, this probably will drop to like $200 post-release, but nevertheless some profit still to be made. And we've got a load of ASOS orders to get through, and then there's some more Pro Direct drops this week, so definitely stay tuned. Right folks, got a couple packages in the mail today, so let's just get straight into it. First one, a preschool size of the Thunder 4s from JD. This one is a size 10 children's, 10.5 US. So just a little low-key flip on this one. Should be able to make like 40 or 50 on it. I think it was like 55 to buy. Should be able to move it at like 100. But yeah, nice black and yellow colour blocking on this one. Should be an easy seller to parents. Then we got the 3 Concords from Pro Direct. So 3 size 6, 6.5 US of the Concord GS lows. So these are a pretty good seller. They've got good colour blocking with this black and white pattern leather. A lot of people like this shoe, some people don't with the pattern. You've got this icy blue outsole and then just a hits of white throughout with the Air Jordan on the back. Good mall shoe, stuff like that. Consignment should easily be able to make around $125 per pair. I think they were about 85 to buy, so around 40 on top. But definitely a big shout out to Pepper for the pairs on these. Right folks, just got a bunch of orders in, so let's just dive right into it. So the first ones we got are from the ASOS restock. They restocked mainly the C phones, but also some other SKUs, so let's get into it. So the first 3 we got are 3 pairs of the Wolf Grey mids. These came out a good while ago now, but they had some pairs that they pushed on the site, and Adnus managed to grab all 3 pairs for me. Very clean colour blocking on this one. You just got the translucent outsole with the white midsole. Upper is white and grey with this blue suede hip. And very wearable, clean colourway. Definitely seen a good jump in price since the initial release. On release day it was only going for retail plus £10, something like that. But now it's over to the 200 to 300 range. But yeah, definitely a big shout out to Adnus for the 3 pairs of these. All size 7, should easily be able to make 100 on top. Then we've got a pair of the C foams in a size 3.5. This one was with FlareAIO. Didn't sadly pick me up any of the Wolf Greys, but it did hit me one of the C foams. Should be able to make around 220 on it, something like that. Good women's sneaker, good colour blocking, but yeah, not that great of a size. But yeah, should still be able to make a bit of money on that one. You've already seen it before on the channel. Then we've got another Thunder preschool from Foot Patrol, it should be. So yep, 10C, good shoe for parents to buy for their kids, so it should be an easy 100 on top, something like that. Then we have got this one. So we got a men's pair of the Thunder 4s. Shout out to N for the pair on this one, size 9 UK, US 10. Comes in the box similar to the military blacks and infrared 4s and crafted. So you've got that textured design with the flight and then the yellow Jumpman. Yellow inside, then just your cement paper, and then you've got the Thunder 4 Yellow Thunder, size 9 UK, US 11, a US 10. So you've got this full black upper suede. Is a direct similarity between the Red Thunders that came out last year, but just in that yellow instead of the red. This did originally come out, I think it was 2011 or 2012, I never can get the date right, but one of the two, and they've redone it for 2023. So yeah, just a classic Jordan 4 all black colour blocking with the yellow. I'm always almost tempted to say this is better than the red Thunder, just as I don't really like the red on Thunder. It's just almost, it's not a deep red, it's like an infrared, which I don't really like on that shoe. But yeah, nice colour blocking on this one. Current market's around 250, 220 to 250, so at the moment you're making around 20 to 30 on top. I expect this to rise significantly within the next 12 to 15 months. Should easily reach the 300 range, 350 in bigger sizes, 10 to 12 I predict. Just with all SKUs, you want to look at the bigger sizes or the smaller, so it could be the 7 to 9.5 that does better, or the 10 to 12. You have to and I'll have to analyse that myself more closely, but just looking at it, it'll either be one of the two. I think it's going to be the 10 to 12, just with previous data going off. As I said, hold for 12 to 15 months. You should see it reach 300, 350. GS is also a nice hold. If you can get pairs for 115, buy all pairs, and you should easily be able to sell them at 150 to 200 in 12 to 15 months as well. So yeah, that's my kind of little prediction section. With more data, I'll be able to go into it further, but just at the moment, 12 to 15 months, see if a 20 to 30% rise in both GS and men's. Of course, GS is a smaller buy-in price, so you can get more pairs for the same you might get men's, so that's always worth considering your capital if you want to invest in GS or men's. Just be wary with GS that the quality control is sometimes not up to par with the men's pairs, so double check pairs, see if they've got any quality control issues, and always pass on those or get them at a significant reduced price. But yeah, Thunder 4's Jordan Brand did a good job on this one. Personally won't be towing this, but yeah, good job by Jordan. Definitely shout out to N for the pair of this one. Right folks, just got the Pro Direct GS Thunder that we copped on the restock. Definitely a big shout out to Pepper for the pair, so let's get into it. So here it is, US 6.5, UK 6, so decent size this one. Managed to hit it with Pepper on the restock, as I said. On initial, we weren't able to hit any pairs as stock was only around 21 pairs, if I'm not mistaken, but we did manage to hit this one on the restock, so definitely a big shout out to Pepper for the pair and Rich Proxies. 6 EU 39, so currently going for around, I think, 150, something like that. As I said, maybe we'll go up to the £200 mark in 12 to 15 months, but that's just speculation. Obviously, always do your own diligence when investing in sneakers, but yeah, definitely a big shout out to Pepper for the pair. Right folks, another package in the mail from Offspring, so let's get into it. Another pair of the Thunder 4s, this one in a UK 6, EU 40, men's unfortunately, US 7, men's UK 6, US 7, so on the brickier side, sadly, we did hit 2 GS, but both canned, no emails, just revert season, but yeah, 2 got canned, this is the only one that stayed. Unfortunately, it is a brick. I think it's going for around 220 at the moment, so pretty bricky size, but should be able to make like £20 on it. Nevertheless, shout out to FlareAIO for the pair. Right folks, just got a bunch of Pro Direct orders in the mail, so let's just rattle through them. They should be triple pink preschool and Spider-Man preschool, so let's get into that. So first 3 pairs are the Spider-Man preschool. We've got 3 here and then 2 to another Addies, but they're going for around 120 at the moment. I think retail with shipping was like 75, so should be able to make around like 30 or 40 pounds. But I'll show you them now, just so you have an idea of what they look like. We should also have a men's pair coming in from End as well, but this is the preschool. So these are all size 11, 11.5C. So here they are, the Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, Across the Spider-Verse, or Into the Spider-Verse, one of the two. But yeah, really cool concept this. You got lots of different materials. You've also got this translucent, almost translucent-esque red glow-in-the-dark bottom, and then obviously you've got all the different materials and textures used to symbolise the different Spider-Mans throughout the different universes that they're going to be visiting throughout the new movie coming out on the 4th of June. I definitely think after the movie comes out on the 4th of June, we should see a nice spike in prices, just because people have seen the movie and now they want to match with the trainers, and they'll have more awareness of the Spider-Man shoes. But yeah, cool concept this. As I said, lots of different materials. You've got some pattern leather, some regular leather, some suede, some harder leather, and then the tongue's also like a bit stiffer as well, and it's got that Nike in the red. But yeah, overall cool concept. I still prefer the first one they did with the dots all over it. Just a better wearable shoe in my opinion, but definitely a big shout out to Pepper for the pairs of those. Then we should have 5 triple pink pre-S, so let's get into it. So next we've got 5 pairs of the triple pink preschool, all in the size 11.5 C12C US. So here they are, the preschool triple pinks. It's one of the hottest dunks out right now. I know a lot of stores are looking for this shoe for the summer. It's been heavy in sales throughout marketplaces and in store. A lot of females are looking for this shoe specifically in GS, but the preschool does also have some resale. I think it's going for like 80 to 100, and I think retail was like 54.99 with shipping, so you can make a decent like 40 on top. Should be able to, and with summer coming up and the pink colours, I think a lot of mums will want to match with their daughter, so this is definitely a good pickup for consignment. And again, definitely a big shout out to Pepper for the pairs. Thank you folks so much for watching this week's episode. We're able to secure a couple of Thunder men's and then some GS and preschool. Definitely a big shout out to Pepper and FlareAIO for the pairs of them. We also grabbed one on Adnus as well, so shout out to Adnus. And then with the Pro Direct orders, definitely thank you to Pepper for holding it down for me. In terms of next week, we've got the Clock Dunk scheduled on the 26th of May, which should be coming out. Retail's looking good on them, around 300 at the moment. Nice clean colour blocking and wearable design, so should go for like the 220 to 250 range. Not much other drops scheduled except the Adidas Yeezy restock on the 1st of June. That should be just restocking leftover pairs, so they're probably going to do most of it via confirmed and raffles, and maybe some short raffles and exclusive access. They might drop some as well on splash page as well, so if they do that sort of release, then I'll be sure to record it for you. But definitely think the blues, any slide really, the blues Azul I think they're called, and then any foam runner should be fine. And then the Pirate Blacks are the only 350 I think is going to be very profitable. The rest, Zebras probably will brick as it's released so many times, along with the, I think it's like MX Carbon or something, it's like the Beluga Carbon. I don't think that will do well at all, but yeah, if you have store fronts you may be able to push it better, but just for me, V2s don't really sell that well for me, and with the higher retail it's not really worth it. But I'll keep you guys updated, so definitely stay tuned for the next episode to see how we get on.